Hello, gentles and ladymen. I'm Ulan Gaming. I am joined by my partner, Methuselah Honeysuckle. Say hello.
Hello there.
And today we are going to be casting a game that I played with McLeaves. This is me playing Malta and McLeaves playing Hausa versus our two opponents, Hammer playing USA and Criminal B of the Mies clan playing on Germany. And today I bring you the most annoying Malta strat to ever exist. It is everything irritating about Malta in one tiny little strategy. But it does have quite a few things that you need before you can get the strategy to work. You need a trade post map. You need to be in a 2v2. This isn't going to work 1v1 because you're not going to have anything for a little bit. And you need an ally that is good at communication and is comfortable with the idea of being the forerunner in military for your team for the entirety of the game, basically, as you play a super flashy, super in-your-face, and super glorified support role, essentially, throughout this whole game. So, with that little intro, let's get into this. I told Lopsided just a little bit about what my strategy is going into here, but we are essentially doing a fast industrial with very similar starting bones to the fast hop hat strategy, where you get 4 forts, dignitaries, and all that other stuff, except we're getting rid of dignitaries and instead getting more outpost shipments, and we're just going to cover the map in outposts and forts. The most annoying strategy.
Just Malta being Malta, you know?
Just Malta being Malta. So here is our deck. We're starting with the Carmelite churches. We're going to do a 3-church start at first. So Carmelite churches into 3 settlers. And then work on our fast fortress from there.
That's interesting. So you don't go for the TP off the beginning. You want to send the 2 churches first.
Yes, so I've found that what I really like is I get the 2 churches and then I make a 3rd. And that way, I can have all of my XP farms in my base, and they provide a protective wall. And because I'm sending Carmelite Churches as my first card instead of my second with 3 fills as my first card, I like only needing to chop 50 wood, so that I can... Because the churches also build faster and give lots of XP, so you'll see with that 50 wood we saved a little bit of time here.
And don't you get your like 3 veal shipment like as soon as those 2 churches come up?
Yeah, exactly. Because they build so fast.
Okay.
And boom, right there in a couple of seconds with our 2.1 XP per second. There's our 3 vills.
That's nice. I like this placement as well.
Oh yeah, isn't this great?
Kind of blocking off those little choke points. Yeah.
It's one of my favorite things to do with Malta.
I'm interested to see how McLeaves kind of fends off the opponents while you kind of just do your own thing. I know he loves Hausa.
Oh yeah, he's a big Hausa guy. Let's check everybody's decks real quickly. Let's do Journey last because he has the weirdest deck if I remember correctly. Yeah, McLeaves here. He's just got, you know, a very McLeaves deck. He likes his mixed unit shipments in Age 4. I know that much for sure. He's got a fair number of upgrades in here. This is just, you know, pretty standard Hausa, but good Hausa, you know.
Yep, I'd agree with that.
The USA player, get ready for this. He has the most generic USA deck in the universe.
Yeah, that looks pretty standard.
And he is, his strategy is going to be heavily focused on Gatling guns throughout the match.
Yeah,
we love them Coffeyville guns.
That's a pretty dominant strategy at the moment. I've played against it, and it's very tough. I can tell you that.
Now, Germany, on the other hand, has a very strange deck. He has 2 vills and then nothing but upgrades.
Oh, it's literally like he's playing Treaty. That's like a 40-minute treaty deck.
Like, it's supposedly designed for landwares, but never actually sends the landware card in this game. But he's got like he's got his sights focused on raiding with Ulans and out-ecoing everybody in the long run. That's his goal.
So he went up with the logistician there, right?
Did he?
Because he's got the
Oh, he
arsenal.
did! Yeah, he did age up with the logistician, so he can get some oolons with his extra oolons with his shipments. That's interesting. We have the good old Malta Explorer just chasing down the general because LOL, Malta Explorer gets a ton of HP from cards.
What's your guys called? Your explorer's name?
Blueberry LT Grey.
Nice.
Michael Scott!
Michael Scott.
Alright, what's this guy's name? Augustine of Weed. Okay, that's pretty generic. And then we have Bunga Bunga. I like that.
That's
Everybody's
brilliant.
got good explorer names this game. Everybody's got good explorer names. But let's get back here. So, Malta's fast fortress strategy is actually pretty unique. So we have some Carmelite churches and 3 settlers. So we have some XP income. But instead of sending 700 coin, you can just send Wignacourt constructions and call it a day. You don't need to send 700 coin in order to fast fortress. And you see I'm at 611, and I'm about to send my fast age up card, and boom, now I have the resources to age.
That's
You
so
just don't see me
good.
doing it
'Cause you're-
yet because I'm dumb.
Yeah,
Come
you're
on,
saving a
age,
shipment
age.
there as well.
There, age. Come on, for fuck's. There we go. It's with the bishop.
Oh yeah, you wanted to get that card in for the fast age up.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It also gives us cheap upgrades, which we will be making light use of throughout the game. Unfortunately, so my kind of plan when I do this is as soon as I start aging to 3, I put all of my coin gatherers over to woods, and then I get a trade post, a house, and maybe a depot or 2 before switching them back to coin. But I got caught out by oolons, and therefore I have to wait a little bit. But if you look carefully, Malta's Explorer recovers health so fast. Look how fast he's getting health back.
Wow, is that just standard Malta?
Yes, Malta has the fastest Explorer regeneration rate in the game because the standard Explorer HP recovery it's additive with Malta's HP recovery as a civilization bonus.
Oh, I get that. That's so interesting. I never knew that.
Yeah, so he's got like double the regen rate of everybody else. He's already backed up and going over here to build. It's great. So now we have our outpost and we have our town center up here. And we're getting our trade posts so we can get more XP.
Okay.
And right now, I chopped for a house, and in addition to that trade post, and I'm literally just everybody on food and coin so that I can get to age 4. That's my goal right now.
Not much is actually happening. They don't seem to be too aggressive, your opponents.
Luckily not. Sometimes they're more aggressive than others, but they're going to be going on the attack soon. Because Germany, in particular, is going to have a lot of Oolons coming pretty quickly, if I remember. He gets too big of a mass for these raiders to deal with, and yeah. You'll see it. You'll see it. It'll happen.
Okay, so I don't think anyone actually went water this game as well. This is a good water map.
That'll change later.
Okay.
You see me shipping the forts. This is what I do whenever I do my fast industrial with Malta, is I get the fort shipment in, and then I age up with the fort so I can get 2 forts. It's just kind of my jam. The fort just provides a lot of protection, and it's so nice for that kind of thing. Yeah, here we go. Now they're starting to move forward. USA is in age 3, and he's got the factory already, and these Oolons are just gonna shred these raiders to pieces.
Yeah, they're just picking him off.
And he's doing a really good job at making sure that he keeps units, like, cycling back ahead of everybody to keep them,
Yeah, it just keeps the snare going.
keeps the snare going.
I think
exactly.
McLeaves should have just left a few units behind ages ago, so he could have escaped with more, but...
I agree,
Yeah.
but it is what it is. My fort's gonna go up, they can't stop it, really. And there we are in that situation. Now, normally, in my fast top hat strategy, this is like the only shipment I send in age 3. And then I usually send hospitality going up to age 4, but in this case, I'm playing a lot more with a with a defensive strategy and an infrastructure-based strategy. So you'll actually see me send, Deredden Towers before I get up to age as well and have no issue with it. whereas it's not something I would normally do with fast hop hats, and that's just kind of, the new style of this build order. Right now I'm just trying to run around, explore, see if I can get an extra treasure or two. And these Ulans are going to burn down this trade post, and then all the combat is really going to start, because now USA has his Gatling guns.
I'm keen to see how you guys answer this. Will it be a lot of raiders, or will they just die to the big fort? We will see.
That you will. I can promise you that. If nothing else, you will see. Right, I was talking about, like, hunts over here, and, like, because we're starting to run out of food at this point. Because we know that their armies are... Oh, right, this sucked here. So I got my Dreadnought Towers, and they ran right into this army here.
Oh, man.
And I'm like, fuck, I need to get away. These units are fast, so I try to start building immediately, and he gets both of the towers down, so... Unfortunately, I didn't get either of the 2 outposts from that shipment, but at least my outpost can train units.
I just realized, actually, having outposts all over the map, will, because of the Wignacourt card, you'll just have crazy eco behind this as well.
Yes, exactly. That's why this works so well with Malta.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just building a depot here, and I'm trying to keep all my settlers safe.
Yeah, zoning off, I like that.
Yeah, it's going to be really hard for them to push in here. They start to go after here, and he's making Javelin Riders, and he's like, I can't push into this because you know, they have the Gatling guns. And I said, well, it's not like they have the coffee mill guns yet. You can go in there. And I'm starting to build, like, a depot and stuff. And fucking, as I say this, he's probably about... Yeah, he sent coffee mill guns. It just arrived.
Oh, here we go.
As all the Javelin Riders come in, coffee guns arise. I'm like, oh, well, fucking course. So, I've lost one of my TCs. And that's just one of another one of the prerequisites of this strategy is you have to be able to just remain calm no matter the circumstances. And just know that you're going to lose some buildings. I've lost 3 outposts in a TC at this point, which sucks. You know, but it is what it is. I am age 4, I aged up with the Logistician, so I have a second fort going up in my base, and good luck pushing into this, guys! Okay, so if you're pushing into a multiplayer's base, what's probably the one thing you would want to avoid? Besides the fort, obviously.
I'm not sure, you tell me.
Would you say it's the depot?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, okay, well, we'll keep watching.
I actually think people are learning more to use the depot as like a building to like zone off part of the map than to actually like try and kill units.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what they are. It's a zone and it's a line of sight tool.
Yeah, and if you kill units with it, then bonus.
Yeah, exactly. I am always building depots, and unfortunately my Explorer was just caught up in this, but basically with the strategy, once I hit age 4, I switched to... Ideally, I have more than 0 on food, but I switched to a lot of wood gatherers, and I basically have my Explorer make buildings for the rest of the game, as long as he's up. And he will do that. As soon as he gets up next time, he will just start building things and never stop. But, hey guys, there's a depot right there.
Oh no. Did they see it?
I don't know, but...
Surely this goes off. Oh, there we go. No way. Oh, okay. They managed to dodge it.
It doesn't kill many. It doesn't kill many people, but his whole regular army is at half HP, and all of his Scatling guns are very low health.
Yeah, that's
which
really
is unfortunate because I also have the presence of mind to target them with the TC fire instead of just letting them target regulars. So I'm just finding the Gatling gun with low HP, and that's 2 of them down. That was my job, is I was just like, I'll take care of the Ulans, you do everything else. I'll take care of the cats, you take care of everything else that you can.
I wonder if they should actually push Hauser instead of Malta. I feel like that's a smart idea.
Well, what you don't see, and what they don't see either, is that while that push was going on, I sent the 2 fort card, and
Okay.
I also built this commandery here.
Oh, that's
So we have
such
this
great line of
whole-
sight. Yep.
We have this whole section of map that just cordoned off, basically.
And you can actually kind of just move your town. Kind of, even if they siege some of it down, you can reposition, I guess.
And now that I have 4 forts, here's the hospitaller card that came in.
Such a good
five
card.
hospitaller per fort, so we get 20 hospitallers or 40 units here. And we get this perfect sandwich. Right here. Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah, that's nice.
I didn't lose a single unit in that. And red just got wiped. I had
Yeah.
20 hospitallers.
And looking at
and now they're
scores as
better.
well, you're like double everyone else.
Oh, that is because
It's
I'm pretty
all
sure
the
right
yeah,
now.
all the
yeah, I've
fortifications.
sent heavy fortifications.
Oh, you've sent heavy fortifications. Okay.
Yeah. My explorer's about to come back up soon, and he's going to do things for the rest of the match. In the meantime, we get to burn down a barracks here. And we're starting to get some universities and stuff up as well.
I can see McLeese is going water as well. That's nice.
Yes, he ran out of food, and I suggested he go on the water to fix that.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, it'll take a while to pay off, but I might as well.
This map's quite brutal because I think you've got like 2 starting hunts, and then you need to go into the middle of the map or off to the side to get hunts or take water.
You just see depot start at the middle. And here's guard hospitallers now. And getting the factory in next is my next priority. And what you'll see me kind of do next is save up for mercantilism so I can get more shipments. This strategy is very much so live or die by its shipments. And so my thought process here was to just kind of scout the southern side, see if there's no more hidden TCs. Go along the shore, see if I can burn down a dock or something. You know? Was very much so the thought process going in. Let's check up on our enemies for now. We have this huge Ulan mass right here. Look at that. It's a lot of Ulans.
And he's dropping another stables. So he's
And USA's got 7 DATs!
yeah,
And
classic.
if you look here, he's sent the rolling artillery card again. So if he sends it a 3rd time, he'll only get 1 from it.
He might be looking to age here as well. It seems like he's well, either that or he's floating a lot of res.
This is me pinging because I said something along the lines of, I'm coming in from the south. Do you think you could provide a little bit of a distraction? I'll see if I can burn down a TC or something. Was, I think, my words there.
Hmm.
And so we have him doing just that. They don't quite realize that I'm in their base yet. They're just focused on that little bit of combat there. But oh, they see it now!
Oh, and these guys have such high siege.
Yeah, they do. 67 siege apiece right there. Down goes that factory. That shipment cost him 1,000 resources.
And
Now he's USA, so he can get that that factory back. It just costs him another shipment.
these Ulans
basically.
dive in, they die.
Yes. Yes, they do.
Oh.
So I knew all of my units were gonna die here, but I'm damn well gonna take a lot of these guys with me. Now, the Germany player has switched to the Prince Chevaliers as his kind of unit of choice, and he's gonna stick with that for the rest of the game, actually.
I don't know if this card's actually good or not. I haven't actually seen it
it's
used
pretty
that
good.
much.
It's pretty good. You'll see in this match, but they have a shit ton of hand attack and really good siege for a Dragoon.
Wow, interesting. So, oh yeah. So similar to a hacker, but I'm sure they've got the heavy cav tag.
No, they don't have the heavy cav tag. It's strictly a goon. Yeah, it's just like, it is kind of like Hack and Pellet in that regard. So we have the fortified outposts here, and I think by now, yeah, I've actually sent the fire tower cards. They have the flamethrower attack. Which is not something I normally send, but in this strategy where I'm going all in on outposts, it's quite good, especially when I remember that it can target Gatling guns with siege damage because of that.
Do you think this card's actually worth it?
Not very often, but if you're making nothing but outposts, then it provides a very high DPS attack. And boom, another
Ooh.
explosion. How many units got damaged?
Such good value there.
Such good value. Fortunately, my explorer, I don't think he gets away. Yeah, he doesn't get away there. But the nice thing about it is that it's much higher DPS than normal attack, and it provides some area of effect as well. So it's not bad. It's just the card in itself needs to come with some wagons, I feel. I'd say this is the glorious thing about Outpost, is that this isn't doing anything, but he has to kill it before he can come in. And I think by now... Okay, no. Never mind. I literally just ransomed my explorer, and I'm like, alright, get back to work. 3 outposts, let's go. Chop, chop, chop.
I need that map control.
Now, any normal player by this point would also be making other town centers and making units, but I'm actually getting ready to revolt soon, because that's been my goal from the beginning.
Oh, yeah. I totally forgot about that. I was so, like, entrenched in where the game's at. We still have something else coming.
It would be smart of me, probably, to just not revolt and build some military, because look at all this res I got, but that's just not my style.
Made any units apart from that hospital card?
No, I have not.
That's brilliant.
Look at this, look at this! They pushed into the wrong spot because they didn't know this was here. And they walked into the palace and the fort in this very cramped space, and I have the fort especially targeting these Gatling guns.
Oh.
And now they're trapped.
Yeah, that's stuck in there.
They are stuck!
The
And the
only
fort is just
option
taking
is
down
to
those
go
Gatling
through.
guns. One by one by one. Making a couple culverins, because I know there's going to be more Gatling guns in the future.
Surely they get this fort down. They've committed so much. No.
Nope. They don't get it down!
Oh, bro.
They've lost all their artillery!
Wow, McCleave's just MVP right now, blocking off that exit.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was the one who told him, I said, they're coming in here, sandwich them from behind. And he was like, alright, yeah, this will be great.
That's such a good trade.
Oh, yeah, we wiped their whole army here. And this fort would have gone down if not for heavy fortifications, because if you look, its remaining HP is less than this 4,500 it got here. But extensive fortifications gives a ton of HP, a ton of attack, and a ton of range, actually. It goes from, I think, 26 to 32 range, which is the difference between not being able to hit a falconet and being able to hit a falconet, you know?
Yeah, that's pretty important.
Oh, right, these once tried to raid and then hit the fort. Oh, look, more outposts! These culverins were the first units I've trained this whole game. Because I know the USA player has invested coffee mill guns. He's gonna get more. And if you look, he's actually already sent that rolling artillery a 3rd time, and now he's sending it a 4th time for 3 more.
He loves that card. That's his favorite card.
He loves that card. And, you know, when you think about it, you're sending 4 shipments and getting 9 Gatling guns out of it. That's not terrible. You know, it's not the best, but it's not terrible.
And he's actually aging up to 4.
Yes,
at the same time.
He doesn't have much in the way of age 4 cards, but he needs to get both of his factories back, because I burned down the one he had. So that's gotta suck for him. And look at that, 9 Gatling guns, again. Because LOL USA, am I right? So this is me just being like, let's burn down these trade posts so I can get them, because I'm starting to run low on my XP curve. But here's me. I've sent the bailiff card now as well, so we have the sheep running around somewhere. I think I kind of forgot about it for a little bit, as I usually do. But yeah, here's the sheep.
So what does this do?
The sheep, it's just a scout with 5
it's like another
explorer. And 30%. Yeah, but it's a sheep. And it has no attack.
Why is this in the game?
Because why not?
That's so
But I was
funny.
like, hey, guess what? He's got 9 Gatling guns here, because I just spotted them with the sheep. Now, here's the fun thing. He can't really get close. He can't attack my outpost with the Gatling guns because I outrange him. And then he comes in here, and then I just do a ton of bonus damage with the flamethrowers. It doesn't look like it's doing much. I think there's a weird bug where if you get too close, it just doesn't work properly. You need to target somebody a little bit further away, and that's just something I have to keep in mind next time, but this is the only one that does this the whole game, so.
The Fitty Knights.
Accidentally walking right by that army there, like, uh-oh! But he can't let these Gatling guns get too close to these outposts, so even then it's still, like, doing a very solid job of, keeping them at bay.
They gotta take...
the fire is, like, not registering as an animation, but still damaging people.
They gotta take out these outposts before they actually get to your base.
Exactly. Now here comes a little bit of an unfortunate thing, is I've had these culverins here, and I looked away right at the wrong time, and these culverins don't accomplish much. Let's just say that. Here I was like, well, you're not going to help me burn down this trade post? Fine, because he burned down this one, and then before I could place my trade post, he built his, which is dick move, because I said, please burn it down so I can make a trade post. Fortunately, the culverins get laid down, but I was like, alright, let me just build three depots right here. And then I completely forgot about them for the rest of the game.
Here comes the revolt.
We have the Grenzers. They have 16 range, unlike the normal 12 of Revolutionaries, at the cost of 20 HP. And you'll see they're just kind of gathering there. I'm also able... the Hungry Revolt also makes all current and future outposts spawn on a juke, which are these guys right here. And every shipment comes with an outpost and increases the outpost build limit. I can also train Hajukes from outposts. And because I had Redden Towers, I can actually just train about every single Malta unit in the game from my outposts.
Well, this strategy is really, you take complete map control, while your
my
teammate just kind of does the rest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I am the map control guy.
But that's fine, like, McLeaves has water, he's got the map, he's able to go H4, he's able to mass, and pretty much we've won every fight here, I think.
Pretty much. Just here. More depots, let's go. You don't get a break, Mr. Blueberry. You don't get a break. It kicks me that I forgot to explode these. I mean, there's those promotions coming in. Really cool units.
Yeah, I haven't actually seen them used much.
Presumptuous here, but I was a little presumptuous of me to think I could go in without McLeaves. But I was like, okay, fuck, yep, time to go. Now, unfortunately, despite the fact that these are kind of like Pandors, unlike Pandors, they don't have an anti-dragoon tag, which kind of sucks. They have anti-skirm and anti-regular. Which means they're super anti-infantry, not so anti-cavalry. But, you know, that's okay, because we have tons of javelin riders, so the goons are not the biggest issue in the universe because we match them, so it's just like, I'll just go for the regulars, you know? Because the Hajuk is, like, my easiest upgraded unit. You heard that was me getting the Tavern there so I could get the Wild West upgrade, or the Folk Heroes upgrade. So now we're just running over here because we spotted this TC. And I'm building more outposts!
So you can train Vils from this, I see. From this revolt.
Yes, I sent citizenship as my first card.
Okay.
This is just an exemplary example of why USA settlers are so good. Because they have all that extra HP and they have the range resistance. It's a miracle that even one of them managed to get out alive, and it took me so many shots to get to that point. It really is an incredible unit. The USA settler. This TC's gone now. We have an army of raiders and javelin riders
Wow.
just tearing through.
Look at like the small amount of map that Germany and USA now are constricted to.
Yes.
It's like a quarter.
Like every time I build a new outpost, it's just another place I can build from. Now, these guys do have a 2.5 times against cavalry, which is pretty cool, because most dragoons only have it 2 times. But they are starting to just get overwhelmed by the sheer numbers of Hausa here. And then the Gatling guns are rolling up again. Of course. Has USA sent that card any more times, I wonder? No, he hasn't sent it again.
Okay. Ooh.
Oh my god, what is this?
Oh, that pathing.
What is this pathing? It doesn't matter. Unfortunately, those Gatling guns needed to be like right here instead. If they were right here, they would have done a lot more.
Yeah, right behind the guns.
But he was trying to chase around my Hadjuks, and they just got away from him. So here's a heavy fixed gun.
To finish it off.
That the heavy fortifications card that I sent earlier also provides the guard upgrade for fixed guns.
But this is just for HP, it doesn't affect their damage or anything.
It's
or their
HP
range.
and range. Yes,
Oh, their range.
It's got 41 range, as you can see. So I'm using the special ability immediately on this barracks right here. Such a cool ability. I don't think I actually get it down, though. But I was like, I need to back away, and then I was like, wait, no, he's got high siege units next to my fixed gun!
What do you do in this position as your enemies? Like...
Yeah, we've choked them out of the map so hard.
I hope they transition to mills, because if not, oh boy.
Germany has. Germany's doing fine. He's sent, like, every eco card under the sun.
Oh yeah, that's right, he's got that 40-minute treaty deck.
Yeah.
He's chilling.
He's well past his teammate in score. Unfortunately, the USA player has every single villager on wood right now, because he's out of hunts and out of coin mine. And his only coin production is coming from these 2 factories. He's got nobody on food. He is running out of resources. But I'm doing fine because I have no villagers and haven't exhausted the entire map, despite the fact that I control all of it. Because I have 14 villagers. And so now it's just a game of play by the outpost. I wish that fixed gun stayed up a little bit longer. It was a little bit of a mistake for us to just leave it exposed like that, but, you know, it is what it is. USA gets 1 mortar. And he's like, I'm gonna take care of all of these outposts with that mortar. I have 9 of them right now, by the way. And to be fair, the mortar was a good call. He just needed more units to help deal with this stuff. And he needed guard regulars. He never ended up getting that. And now I have more culverins as well.
I mean, Germany's doing the right thing, making goons to kill this cav.
The German player has been very on... They've both kind of been on point. They've both made the right units for the job. I just kind of fucked over USA's everything with this build order. This build order just counters everything that USA has to offer. And then, you know... McLeese was just able to beat him in a goon off, it feels like. And now they're calling the GG. GG. So if we look at let's look at the Hungary shipments for a little bit. It looks like I've only sent 1. I've actually sent 2. I just kind of forgot about it. But what's cool is that because every shipment, you have to keep in mind, every single shipment comes with an outpost wagon and adds to the outpost build limit. So when you have the infinite 1 fort wagon that's also infinite 1 fort and 1 outpost wagon plus build limits for both, it's pretty fucking kick-ass.
Wow, that's such a good shipment.
I know, right?
Increases the outpost build limit as well as sending both.
Yes. And the fort build limit. You also have these two shipments right here, which are really good. This one is all your existing outposts do a one-time spur of Magyar Hussar.
Those are good units as well, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, they are very good units. And then this one is for Super Grenadiers, which are pretty cool. They got like 3 area effect on them.
Better than Giant Grenadiers?
Well, they're just actual Grenadiers.
Oh, they're
Giant
actual
Grenadiers are Musketeers. Yeah. They're Grenadiers with like some stat bonuses, basically.
Okay.
This one is just a Hajuk card. It's just here, have your civilization bonus again, you know? Which is kind of neat. And then it says it enables them at taverns, barracks, forts, galleons, outposts, and blockhouses. This is actually a lie, because when you revolt to Hungary, you automatically get trainable access to Hajuks at all of those anyways. I can train them right now from my outposts. I've been doing it all game, as a matter of fact. Now you see these promotions here, so these are guard Hajuks, right? They got 21 attack. They got it 3 times because I got counter infantry rifling against light infantry. Not that they ever made any, unfortunately. But then when they're fully promoted, they have 30 attack. That's a huge stat difference. Of almost
that's
100
super decent.
HP and 9 attack. That's super good. Really good units, the Hajuk.
Yeah, and if you can just sit them behind like a massive cav or goons, they'll just keep promoting, and they just keep getting better.
And, you know, after you sense this card enough times where you feel like, okay, I think I'm done with forts, I don't need any more forts. And I have a pretty good amount of outposts. Well, you can also do the 10 Pandor and
they got
12
Pandors.
card. Yeah. Which are just Hajuks, but better, you know? Oh, right, I think I also sent the theaters card, so the Hajuks cost 1 pop instead of 3. But then you also have this one, which is all existing outposts spawn a Grenzer, and because this comes with an outpost and an outpost build limit bonus, this card is infinitely scaling. Every time you send it, it just gets 1 unit bigger. And every time you send any other unit, it gets 1 unit bigger, as a matter of fact, as long as, you know, your outposts are alive. Such a cool combination, and such a cool everything that works with Malta. With these depots that increase increase rate of fire, and all of these Wignacourt area. I mean, look how much of the map is affected by Wignacourt right now. It's huge.
Yeah, no, it is. Wow.
I just find that Hungary works really well with Malta, and it's so fun. Is it the most efficient thing to do? No, I probably should have trained some actual units while I was in Age 4, but here we are.
But hey, if you have a teammate like McLeaves, you don't need to.
Yeah, McLeaves is a really good teammate. And it was through our combined efforts and coordination that we were able to beat our opponents using the most irritating Malta strat in the universe. Any last words? Or any thoughts?
Oh, I think I've just learnt a lot. I've never really had a look into Hungary, and I haven't played a lot of Malta, but I would hate to go up against this, I can tell you that. It would just be so frustrating having to constantly burn down these outposts, and yeah, wow, that was a really fun game. Very unexpected, because you were under so much pressure to begin with. Like your TC nearly went down, and it wasn't looking too good. I lost the direct
tower shipment, which sucks. Yeah. These Gatling guns here, the USA has such a strong thing with Gatling guns, and you know, coffee mill guns is such a good USA tactic, but it's so hilariously hard countered by fortified outposts, because the Gatling guns don't outrange the outposts like falconets do. So it's just a war of attrition, and he has to use his melee units for it.
Wow, yeah, no, great game. That was really fun to watch.
You have the least resources by a lot.
McLeaves has doubled you.
Yeah, McLeaves has more than double. I had way less than anybody. I had the second most wood, but it was still half that of McLeaves. Oh, he actually mentioned that he had, like, floated a ton of wood, and in hindsight should have sent it to... Yeah, he's floating 7,000 wood! I would have loved for him to send me some of that for my Explorer. Oh my god, McLeaves. You just see military, I have the least units by far.
But you actually had a positive KD.
I did, yes. I had 16 buildings lost. This happens when you build depots and just build everything in the line of fire on the front lines. Oh, right, timeline. Look at this. Military unit pop. Just blank.
I love
15 minutes. 15 whole minutes, I'm at 0.
I love how, like, square that is. It's like, suddenly you have 40 pop, and then suddenly you don't have those units.
And look, this is where we sandwich that regular army.
Oh, wow. What a good trade.
And then this is where we sandwich both of their armies with the forts and the with the fort and that army. So good, so good. Such a fun game. Now, unfortunately, I would have had I lost that second TC really early on in the match. And you can see I was starting to take off there, and then boom, nope, that's no longer happening. You know, my settler count could have been, like, up here by the same point in time when I revolted, and instead it was way down here. Which really sucked.
I think...
Just because they destroyed that second TC, and it was just, damn, man. But you know what? It still worked out.
I think Wignacourt was probably just carrying you.
Oh, yeah. I actually, come to think of it, and this was something that I realized in when I was looking over the game that I should have done. I don't have a market. I never built one.
Oh, man.
I have 0 market text, which means the Wignacourt 30% eco bonus is just riding me. I am riding it. I am riding and dying by that 30% eco bonus in this one factory.
That's brutal.
33-minute game, still on natural resources, never built a market. I should have done that. Okay, now, goodbye for real, everybody.
Goodbye.
Thank you, gentles and ladymen, for watching the video. Please do consider subscribing or leaving a like or a comment. Really helps the channel growth, so I can do more of this stuff. Thanks again, have a good day.